That is not our intention. Please.
Point taken, Honorable Chair.
Chair, can I crave your leave? I think, Chair, we have been constrained to point out, there is nowhere this witness in the impeachment motion has alleged that that committee or any of the people drew salaries or benefits, so that although the question may be relevant, it is unfair for him to be asked a question and told if he alleges, he must prove, because although the question is admissible, he has not actually alleged anywhere in the motion that these people drew salaries or benefits and those sort of things. So I'm saying let's also be fair to the witness. If he has alleged anything and he must prove it to the four corners of his allegation, but things he hasn't alleged, he will of course struggle to answer questions about things he hasn't alleged, and it is imputed that he has alleged them.
Counsel, I'm told you are a classmate of Edwin Sifuna. It therefore means you have practiced law for a while. And you know that at the end of this exercise, we will give you an opportunity to do what you are attempting to do. So could you hold your horse? Yes, hold your horse. Unless you want to take the witness stand.
Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair. We had intended to raise that issue the Chair has raised, that throughout the examination in chief, even when the counsel for the Assembly offered opinions and answers to be confirmed by the witness, we did not object for the sake of time. And the Chair is good, and we appreciate that you confirm. Let us not be interjected. We are flowing very well with this uncooperative witness until the counsel stood. Let him allow us to struggle. We resort to Chair for guidance. Let us not be interjected. Thank you for protection.
Thank you. And then, my dear counsel for the governor, we are managing time. I've already given you 45 minutes. So know how to use your time. Or are you competing for the 1 hour?
No.
Don't hang too much on small print and fail to tackle the big issues.
Thank you, Chair. I am on to my last two questions. Then I usher in my learned friend to proceed with the rest of the cross-examination. DMK, paragraph 1. Compare that with what appears at 189. Paragraph 1. Read the contents. 177.
Chair, I think counsel should be advised that your point has been made. You do not need to belabor the point. You are presenting before a committee of people who can tell what is going on. You have had the warning that the chair has read to the gentleman. I think your point is made. Move on. We don't have the time.
Thank you very much, Honorable Senator, for that. So I put it to you, lastly, that indeed all the written memorandum were done by people who are seated in a room and keen on ensuring that the governor goes home, and they usurped the role of the people by purporting that indeed the people of Meru wanted the governor impeached. What would you say?
That's not true.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Thank you. Let's go to the illegal appointments. Let's first of all look at the illegal appointment of the first gentleman. Rather, before I go there, in your oversight role, have you at any point summoned the governor to appear before the county assembly or before any committee to answer to any of the allegations that you seek her to be impeached for?
No.
You have not. Don't you think that the first point of call would be to summon the governor or any other office holder to shed light on the allegations before you proceed to the very last resort of seeking to impeach the governor?
According to the veracity of the issues that are attached on motions, it would have called us to summon her to many committees because she was committing offenses around different areas. It's technically impossible.
To do what?
To summon her to so many committees to answer to so many charges. She has 62 of them.
But there has been no attempt to summon even to one.
There hasn't been an attempt.
There hasn't been any attempt. Was there anything that preventing you from doing that?
Nothing that I can speak of, but the veracity of the number of offenses committed in the short period, and also the fact that in the timing of the formation of the committees of the county assembly, the time they have been elected, forming them and having chairs in place, so many things have been done that culminated to this gross misconduct, whose cure, according to the constitution, is impeachment. So I think even being summoned at the assembly and refusing to come is audience enough that she ignored.
Thank you. You have alleged that the governor is guilty of nepotism and illegal appointments, specifically the appointment of a spouse in a county office.
Yes.
Which county office was the first gentleman appointed to?
That of the patron of the Meru Youth Service.
Is that an office under the county establishment?
It's inexistent, so it was being created and an occupant declared the very moment.
So you confirm that indeed there was no such office established by law?
The governor created it.
Do you have any instrument of that creation?
The governor herself, she's supposed to be taken seriously with her words, and it was played here.
Are you also aware that first gentlemen and first ladies of various counties have various roles they play or initiatives that they spearhead within their respective counties?
I'm aware of that, and those are programs, normally programs that are of CSR in nature.
Thank you. So they are corporate, CSR means, I believe you mean corporate?
Social responsibility.
Thank you.
Yes.
Did you take time to establish whether this appointment was under corporate social responsibility?
It was not, and it was not gazetted as such.
Did you take time?
I took time to interrogate it. The creation of an office in a body already established by an act cannot be taken to be CSR.
What was the nature of your investigations?
Inquiring into the law, first of all, the constitution itself about the creation of county offices, about the creation and the way public service is supposed to be run, the County Governments Act. I also inquired about the County Assembly's own act, whether it has given the governor any mandate to expand the organs that were created by the Meru County Service Act.
In the clip that you played here, the governor specifically says that this is a voluntary job and it will not attract any salary. Is that true or not?
That's what she said.
Is there any public office that is done voluntarily or without any pay?
The one she was creating, she is creating presidents.
Is there any public office?
That was the first that she created.
She created. You were in the previous government as an MCA. Are you aware that the first lady of Meru then, Priscilla Moronge, was appointed by her husband to a public office?
I'm not aware that that was a public office. It was a program that was called CSR, and I think you adduced an attachment of a gazette notice where the CCM sat down and created the Taweza program, akin to what the First Lady of the country and created the Zero Beyond Zero, such a CSR body was created, not body, rather, a CSR activity for the First Lady.
So there was gazettement of that office?
Yes, and it was created on an act.
Private offices usually gazetted?
Private offices?
Yes. Corporate social responsibility offices, are they usually gazetted?
Was that an office? It was not.
I'm asking you.
It was a program. I'm not saying that the previous governor did not create any office. And in any regard, he is not under trial here.
Did you at any point question the governor of Meru then, Honorable Kiraitu, on the appointment of his wife to spearhead that program?
There was no need for questioning.
There was no need for questioning?
Yes.
Why is that so?
As I said, this is a CSR program that was created. It's not like you create a county office in an existing semi-autonomous body whereby you create a patron. When you put someone as a patron of an organ that exists, you are giving them mandate even to summon that organ because they are the patron. And that's what the spouse started doing.
You confirm that establishment of new offices is under the mandate of the County Public Service Board?
Yes.
Was this done through the County Public Service Board?
No.
Did you at any time try to
Which
seek
one now are you talking about? The one for the current governor or the previous governor?
the one by the current governor? Did you?
She did not create it on the County Public Service Board.
Where was it created then?
She created by a speech that she read that was played in the very house.
Did you at any time confirm with the County Public Service Board whether indeed that office was ever created under the county?
That is immaterial because the governor of the county is not a comedian. Our ones are supposed to be taken seriously.
Order witness, you cannot do that. When a question is put to you, you answer either in the affirmative or not. You can now not become opinionated and start saying it is immaterial. Don't, please.
I'm guided, Honorable
For
Chair.
the respect of the people of Meru,
I'm guided, Honorable Chair.
this is a very emotive issue.
Have you sought information from Treasury Meru County whether the first gentleman is under any pay using public money?
I have not, and there was no need because the governor clearly said that he will not be paid. So there was no need to inquire.
So you know that he was not supposed to be paid.
The governor said he will not be paid.
Then what is your accusation against the first gentleman? It's not a public office.
I'm not
It's
accusing the first gentleman. I'm accusing the governor
of doing exactly what?
of creating an office and an organ that was created by an act of the county assembly, calling it the patron of the Meru Youth Service, and appointing the spouse there. And we know the work of Meru Youth Service, the kind of budget that service has.
Let's move on. You've also accused the governor of usurping the role of the municipal board.
Yes.
And to that effect, you have produced a clip showing the governor appointing members of the public to a committee.
Yes.
So the question is, was the governor appointing members of the municipal board, or was she appointing a committee to deal with a specific issue?
She was appointing a committee to deal with matters that are supposed to be left to the Meru Municipal Board. And the board has been mandated to deal with the issues she was appointing a committee to deal with.
Have you summoned the board to shed light on whether indeed their roles and mandate have been taken over by this committee?
We have not.
Have you looked at the terms of reference of this committee?
Yes,
created
from
by
the
the
speech the
governor?
governor gave.
But
We have heard the terms of reference that she gave them.
But have you sought from the governor or any other public office?
Yes, we sought the governor to come to the county assembly on the 14th of December to explain these charges, and she failed to come.
Do you understand the function and establishment of the municipal board?
Yes, I do understand.
What are they? What are their functions?
The board is supposed to oversee issues that have to be done around the Meru municipality.
Pardon?
The board is supposed to oversee issues that are supposed to be dealt with around the municipality.
You're supposed to be guiding us on the specific functions, and that's what I asked.
Am I allowed to
What are
refer
those
to the law?
functions? Go ahead. Because you've accused the governor of usurping the role of the municipal board. I would expect you to know the functions of the municipal board. Specifically, which functions did she usurp?
I would like to request council for the county assembly to supply with the Meru Municipal Charter.
I am amazed, DMK, that this is your motion and you have no idea what the functions of the municipal board are, yet you're accusing the governor of usurping those functions. That you have to seek help of your council to do that.
I'm not a lawyer, so forgive me, please. And there are so many illegal things she has done for me to grasp all of them.
Yeah, kindly, you can share with the witness.
Perhaps, Chair, as he shares, he should also refer to us on which pages we can be able to follow those on their bundle.
Chair, that would be volume 2 of the Assembly's documents, at page 56. And it also goes to page 57, pages 56 and 57.
Yes, the board is supposed to exercise the executive authority as delegated by the county executive, that's the governor, ensure provision of services to its residents, as the residents of the municipality, impose such fees, levies, and charges as may be authorized by the county government for delivery of services by the municipality or the city, promote constitutional values and principles, ensure the implementation and compliance with policies formulated by both and the national and county government, make bylaws or make recommendations for issues to be included in the bylaws, ensure participation of the residents in decision making, its activities and programs in accordance with the schedule to this act, exercise such other powers as may be delegated by the county executive committee.
Do you know of the specific issue that the governor was addressing?
Yes.
When he met the warring groups of the taxi drivers?
Yes.
What was the issue?
The issue was about squabbles regarding parking spaces and some people who had taken over a site known as the G4S area, and one person had taken over the area and was deciding who would pick passengers from there. Then there were the issues of leadership emanating from various taxi operator organizations that are within the town.
Did the governor then try to look for an homegrown solution by asking volunteers from the two warring groups to form a committee and present a formal memoranda to her?
No.
Is that what she did?
No.
What did she do?
She appointed them, appointed our chairman, appointed the treasurer, appointed the vice chairman from the people who are there.
What were the mandates of that committee?
To go and investigate as to what are the issues that are being raised in the town, then to ensure that people settle where they are supposed to settle, especially those who are picking passengers, to pick them from where the committee will designate them to pick passengers from, which is a mandate of the board.
Of all the people who are appointed by the governor to be in that committee, has any of them drawn any benefits from the county coffers?
They have not drawn any benefits that I'm aware of.
Have they in any way benefited from taxpayers' money?
They have not benefited from the taxpayers' money in any way that I'm aware of.
The people who are appointed by the municipal board, are they usually paid or appreciated by way of allowances?
I would answer to that because...
It's a yes or no question. Are they usually appreciated or draw salaries or allowances from the county?
No.
Are you sure about that?
I'm not the bureau manager to know, but these people, this is an autonomous body that is not supposed to be paid.
Have you tried to seek information from the payroll master on whether these people are being paid by county coffers?
I have not, and if they were paid, then it's a duplication of functions by refusing people who are paid to do the job they are paid for.
Thank you. Let's go to the other roadside appointment at Timau. And here you accuse the governor of appointing firefighters.
Yes.
What are the names of those appointees that were appointed as firefighters?
They are being pointed there from the evidence that we have where the governor is asking.
What are the names of the appointees?
I don't have the exact names.
You do not have the names
Yes.
of the appointees?
Yes.
Do you know if those people who are presented to the governor were eventually ever recruited or hired to serve as firefighters?
That is immaterial.
Order, Mheshimiwa, kindly.
I'm guided, Honorable Chair.
Just a minute.
Yeah.
I'm here to help you to win your case. Okay? The lawyer is destroying your case. answer his questions slowly and to the best of your knowledge.
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Chair, perhaps extend some
I'll give you
courtesy
this.
to him
Yes.
by offering a bottle of water. He
Yes.
can relax.
Yeah, be given some.
I have some.
Nobody's going to fight you here and whatnot. You know, when you allege, the law is very clear. He who alleges must prove. So when you refuse that burden, your evidence becomes garbage. So take time, don't rush, and prove. And for God's sake, for the final time, if you will consider any question as being immaterial, we will declare you either a hostile witness or a witness who is not cooperative. That is not our intention. Please.
Point taken, Honorable Chair.
Chair, can I crave your leave? I think, Chair, we have been constrained to point out, there is nowhere this witness in the impeachment motion has alleged that that committee or any of the people drew salaries or benefits, so that although the question may be relevant, it is unfair for him to be asked a question and told if he alleges, he must prove, because although the question is admissible, he has not actually alleged anywhere in the motion that these people drew salaries or benefits and those sort of things. So I'm saying let's also be fair to the witness. If he has alleged anything and he must prove it to the four corners of his allegation, but things he hasn't alleged, he will of course struggle to answer questions about things he hasn't alleged, and it is imputed that he has alleged them.
Counsel. I'm told you are a classmate of Edwin Sifuna. It therefore means you have practiced law for a while. And you know that at the end of this exercise, we will give you an opportunity to do what you are attempting to do. So could you hold your horse? Yes, hold your horse. Unless you want to take the witness stand.
Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair. We had intended to raise that issue the Chair has raised, that throughout the examination in chief, even when the counsel for the Assembly offered opinions and answers to be confirmed by the witness, we did not object for the sake of time. And the Chair is good, and we appreciate that you confirm. Let us not be interjected. We are flowing very well with this uncooperative witness until the counsel stood. Let him allow us to struggle. We resort to Chair for guidance. Let us not be interjected. Thank you for protection.
Thank you. And then, my dear counsel for the governor, we are managing time. I've already given you 45 minutes. So know how to use your time. Or are you competing for the 1 hour?
No.
Don't hang too much on small print and fail to tackle the big issues.
Thank you, Chair. I am on to my last two questions. Then I usher in my learned friend to proceed with the rest of the cross-examination. DMK,